My name's Dan Mott, president of Mott Electric Limited here in Burnaby. Well, the company was started in the 1930s by my grandfather. He immigrated here from Nova Scotia, became a mayor of New Westminster at one time, member of parliament at one time. They did a lot of BC Hydro work, BC Electric at the time, and obviously one of the more well-known projects was the Patella Bridge in the later 30s. This would have been my dad back in the late 60s in our New Westminster office. I would say there's at least 30 families that we have had 2 generations of the same family here, and probably a dozen or so that would go into 3 generations. It's really quite remarkable. Fathers pass on to their sons and their daughters, and that's probably one of the coolest things these days is the amount of young ladies that are working for the company that their father worked for, or their brother worked for, or their mother works for today.
I have a great amount of respect for how we've built the company, and it's truly built around the employees. I'm not just the boss's daughter, but a woman in construction, and I hold the Mott family name. So there's a lot of pressure surrounding it, but there's also a lot of opportunity.
You maintain a good workforce by being a place that's desirable for people to work. Projects, when you build them, you do remember them for the rest of your life. My kids, when they were growing up, they would point out jobs that Dad had mentioned that he worked on, and the same as my father and my father's father before him. Back in my dad's era, when you had the multitude of rolling labor disruptions, there was a need, and a group of contractors said that they had a plan to put together CLR that would stop these rolling disputes. It was needed, and it did curb the challenges that the industry were facing. As one of the main disciplines with the electrical industry, we're a fundamental part and probably one of the larger workforces that work under CLR.
When we have issues within the field and we need to take that to the union, we deal with CLR, with the labor relations. There's a few times where I think I'm right and I'll go to the CLR, and they'll actually guide me in a different direction based on some collective agreement policies.
Without a pandemic playbook, the CLR was a great reference, a daily publication. When you're looking for some type of guiding light in and amongst chaos, it translates a lot of what's going on out there, whether it's in the media or all these different industry publications, and is able to boil it down into an approachable format that says, this is what this change means to you. So we can focus on the day job and the operations. There is someone translating that information. It was very helpful for us.
There's no limit to the electrical industry. It's not going to go the way of the blacksmiths. There's always something new technologies, new opportunities. We're capable and able to enter any of those markets with the skill sets that we have. So there's no end in sight for the electrical industry. It's not going to go away. It's going to continue to thrive and grow, and talent will keep you in the game and make you successful.